accidentally broke this very inexpensive tripod while playing Throw Burrito, and today we're going to be testing a plastic welding kit to make a couple repairs. You can see here we have a significant separation on this ring here, and the top T part that the tripod mounts to also got snapped off. It was when I was trying to throw a burrito at one of the opponents. I highly recommend Throw Burrito. It's a great game. Link in the description to where you can purchase that. Also link in the description to this tripod and the tripod that is currently supporting the camera. Mini weld model, airless plastic welder, which I would presume means that they have also air-powered ones. And this is a plastic stapler, so it must heat the staple and the staple just sinks into the plastic then. I think we should try that for fixing the T-handle component, and that maybe for fixing the ring part. So here's the staple gun. You can see on this end here, they give us like maybe 4-foot cord. They give us different sizes. These ones are just like little U-shaped staples. These here are some more with slightly wider catch. They've got some long ones in there, so you could almost add like loops into metal. Some wavy ones. These would be good for like tying a couple of broken pieces together. Here's the top of the tripod. We're just gonna leave the tripod set up while we attempt to do this. Here's that T-handle component. Do these actually get hot? Or does it?
No, it just heats up that staple red. But yeah, they maybe have some heat to them too, I don't know. But just do it once, just squeeze it and see. I did right into the side of the case here. Melted into the case.
Oh yeah.
You melt into that floss container. You melt into here, you can play around with it.
So it just uses the resistance of the...
Yeah.
That's kind of scary. So can you get shocked if you touch across this?
Probably.
Where did you buy this?
Buy cheaper.com, China. eBay purchase. It was like 20 bucks. Wasn't very much.
I'm really curious if that's just 120 volts across those two probes.
Here, there's a meter right.
We should maybe check that. Power indicator light doesn't... Okay. I think we need to turn it up till that power indicator light comes on. See, it's not on. It comes on when we turn it up. So we're just going to turn it up all the way to hopefully get this head hot. Can you feel any heat coming off there?
Not before.
This is cold right now. I do feel heat here though. In fact, that's really hot.
Yeah, because it's just using heat down there to conduct through the
So this might take a little while to warm up the chunk of brass or whatever's on the end there. Let's see if it says anything. The Mini Weld airless plastic welder is ideal for making quality repairs to virtually any type of plastic. The model is a highly portable variable temperature welder that is perfectly suited for the active repair shop environment, adjusting the temperature convenient. The model features a custom molded case for storing all the included accessories and welding rod. This is the longest lived and fastest welding airless plastic welder. Wow, so they really toot their horn on that one. 10 amps, 250 volts is what it says on that cord, which we have plugged into 120 volts. Oh yeah, so it's getting hot right there. So this is the bit going to the gun. It's actually really low gauge feeling wire. It doesn't really illuminate the power indicator until it gets up to about 8, so it almost looks like the lowest setting. I don't know, maybe I didn't see it at first, but we'll continue to let this heat. Does the gun seem like it's hot enough to melt anything yet?
You can touch it if you'd like.
I wouldn't recommend touching it, but yeah, it's not very hot yet. It's basically like a hot glue gun that you just force the stick into with your hand. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of smoke coming off the plastic weld gun. We're not sure if that's normal or not. I'm guessing it's probably normal.
Oh, it's the first use on it.
Yeah.
Could be bent, melt some of that stuff out of there.
So we're melting a little bit of the stuff down into the space in the top of the tripod. However, we completely lost the piece that we needed to attach to the top, which is basically just a little shaft. How would you rate your experience so far?
Sort of fun, sort of crazy.
Yeah. I think that...
It's sort of like goop.
I think we should turn down the heat a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like goop that you can
We're
just...
turning the heat down to 8.
It almost feels like really soft butter. Trying to put it in holes in pancakes or something.
We're gonna move on to plastic welding this component right down here. So here's the angle we're gonna work from. You can see we've got that separation there. Onto the surface of it. Did you turn up the heat at all?
Yeah, I think so. So,
Gotta get that black stuff. Just put that on the bottom of it and touch it.
Oh yeah,
to it,
just
too.
stick that gloop right there. And then just squish it in there with the shoe, I guess. It's shaped like a shoe.
yeah. This tool is pretty fun, but it's sort of stinky.
Okay, so our other crack is located...
You could probably just fix it with a little zip tie too. You could maybe just...
I think a little zip tie on there would be also good.
Or another idea is we could just melt a bunch of plastic on there, this welder, and then take one of these little staples and then do that. What happened?
Oh, that's just the other side. Yeah, I definitely would recommend doing this in a well-ventilated area. It seems like it's better if you just stick the plastic on top of the crack and then press because it's all getting trapped in the gun.
Yeah, I need a new stick.
I think that's good. So we'll just let this harden up.
Should I turn this off?
Yep, I think go ahead.
You never want to touch this part on accident when you're feeding.
Did you touch it at all?
Yeah, with these two fingers.
Is it pretty hot? Yeah.
Yeah.
So just be careful when you're working with that because you don't want to get burned. But it seems like we did get it to weld everything together there. We wanted to look at the staple gun a little more. Basically, it looks like it just uses resistance heat to heat up that staple red hot. AC volts to the 200 setting. So I'm not sure if that would shock you by touching across the 2 points because we're only getting 10 volts there. And your skin doesn't have a very low resistance. So you'd probably be okay, but it's still kind of scary. We should just stick that staple in there, wait for it to get nice and red hot, and then plunge it in.
And then let off the gun so it can cool before you pull it out.
Yeah, so it heats it like red hot. You can see
Orange on that.
it's glowing orange there. Alright, go ahead and stick it in. And then let off on the gun while you're holding it in. Wow, it went right through the plastic pretty fast.
It's pretty small plastic too.
Yeah.
But it does sink.
So you probably don't even need it to be that orange hot unless you're
Yeah.
gonna try to go really deep through the plastic. Is it cool enough that you could pull the gun off now?
Yep.
I can see how that would be useful. I think that would be really good for like fixing cracks in like four-wheeler shrouds, you know, like the mud guards
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. You can sink that in there and it'll keep it from cracking further, I would imagine. I think I like that better than the plastic welder.
That.
Seems like it worked fine.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
isn't
hold
exactly like a load bearing, it just kind of keeps those legs held out the proper
Like
distance.
this work
So
up here.
seems like that's good. So anyway, that has been a short review on the plastic staple melter gun and the plastic welder. And I think that in conjunction, they can be very useful for
Yeah.
certain plastic repairs. I think that a hot glue gun is also pretty good though at certain
Yeah.
repairs like what we were doing in this video. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed, and
Yep.
we'll talk to you later.